Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this Christmas Eve? This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I'm evidential medium Stacy Needenthal, and Tuesdays at 10:30 is a time where we get together and we talk to you. I talk to you about things that maybe you're not comfortable in talking to other people about, whether it's spirituality, whether it's grief, meditation, mindfulness, talking to those on the other side. But it's just a time where we sit and we chat for about 45 minutes to an hour. If this is the first time that you've been on, welcome. Put a 1 in the comments so I can personally welcome you afterwards. And for those of you who have come back time after time, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate when you're here and I can see you and see your live comments. So let me know that you are here. Ooh, trying to do some things here. So Tuesday Talks at 10:30. Happy Christmas Eve. Good morning, Miss Alice. Good morning, good morning. So some announcements. Oh, we'll start with, I thought I turned that off. So we'll start with some announcements first. Some things that are coming for 2026. There we go. So I've got a lot coming up, and I want you all to just get involved and be with us. So January 4th, I'm doing a vision board class here at Hip Gypsy Emporium. Each month at Hip Gypsy, we're going to be doing different classes of empowerment, on self-love, on mindfulness, on meditation, on the archangels. So you'll want to check out Hip Gypsy Emporium website or go to connectingtospiritwithstacy.com. Remember, the old domain is down. It got hijacked, so you have to go back to the old domain of connectingtospiritwithstacy.com. The 12th and the 13th, I'll be in Bel Air, Maryland, doing privates. The 13th, there's the intimate group readings. The 28th, I've got a new online class with Rose Claire that I will be doing. The 29th, I'll be at Soul to Soul in Mercersburg. That's almost sold out. February 8th is the self-love class. February 9th through the 11th, back in Bel Air. The 10th is the intimate group reading, and the 11th I'll be at Haven and at Habit of Grace, and then the 26th is the online class. There are a lot of things that are coming up for 2026. I'm so excited to be jumping into the new year and getting rid of the old year of 2025, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas Eve. I see somebody else grab that as well. If you're interested in getting a private reading, whether it is Zoom or in person, go to the website connectingtospiritwithstacy.com. So, I read something that I want to read to you. Then it talks about the ending 2025. And in numerology, 2025 is the 9 year. So here's what it says. This is not just the end of another year. This is the closing of the chapter of the 9-year cycle. 2025 in numerology is number 9. And it's a year designed for endings, for release, finding truth. It came to finish what we had started. We look at what we do not want to continue with, what we want to dissolve, what we have outgrown. 2025 was to make you find and look clearer at what no longer serves you in your life. So if things ended in 2025, it was not random. If plans changed, relationships shifted, or all of a sudden the old version of you changed, it fell away, it is not failure, it is growth. It was completion. So this final week of this year that is coming to a close is closing the chapter of all the things that no longer serve you and walking into new opportunities. You're not going to drag old energy forward. Be committed to not reopening the doors that have closed and they've shut for a reason. It's not doubting those endings, because they already did their job. What is coming is going to be different. How exciting is that? 2025 was hard. I had a lot of things change and a lot of shifts that were made. How many of you had shifts that were made in 2025 and you struggled a little bit? It felt kind of heavy at times. And I want to talk about, I'm going to put the two together. We just, on the 21st was winter solstice. And the spiritual meaning behind winter solstice is it signifies rebirth, hope, renewal after the year's longest night. It's marking the death of an old cycle, 2025, the death of the old cycle. But it brings a birth of new opportunities. It brings with it introspective and wisdom. It comes with guarding your energy and being in tune with what is good for your energy and honoring your insights. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a sacred time. Winter solstice is considered a sacred time for setting intentions, for releasing the negativity and embracing the light. We all have this spark of light within us that gets dimmed from time to time. It's a promise of a new beginning and of brighter days that are coming. So connecting to your divine, your inner spark of the potential of what's inside of you. When we find that and we connect to that inner spark, we conquer our fear of the darkness. We conquer fear. Feeling connected to your inner emotions is a turning point, and it's growth and it's healing. So on the 21st, if you felt a little emotional, if you felt a little off kilter, it's because things were closing out so that new opportunities and new beginnings could come in. This week, this is the week. This is that magical week for a time of reflection, especially coming to the end of a 9-year cycle. We are closing the chapter. We've learned the lessons. We've gained the wisdom. And now we're going to continue to grow. So last year at this time, I talked to you about what was coming into the year and learning what we needed to complete. Finishing projects that we had started. And I finished a lot of those projects, but a lot of them are still open. So it's time to reflect why they're still open. Is this something that needs to be completed, or is this something that I just need to say, you know what? Maybe this isn't something for me. And I looked at the things, and I always do this. I look at the things that no longer serve me from the year that we're currently in. I look at the lessons that I've learned. I look at the people that I've met, the places that I've been. I look at what my emotional well-being is. And I decide what is good for my energy and what is not. I think that's a good habit for all of us. Because there are so many things that's in this world that bring in wonderful, wonderful energy. But there are things that swipe that good energy away. And we need to decide where to what to shield ourselves from. So I agree with the thing of what I said, that things that ended in 2025 were not random. They were for a reason. And some of those endings, although painful, taught us something. And I'll admit, I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still navigating who I am and where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. And I spoke a lot last week about mindfulness. When I reflected back on 2025, even though we're still in this, you can still do this reflection. I would love to get in the habit of doing weekly reflections. What did I learn this week? What do I want to do better next week? What do I have to offer for people that are around me? And what I noticed, and if you missed last week's Tuesday talks, what I noticed is that I did not pay enough attention to mindfulness. And that's something I'm going to strive to do better in 2026. And mindfulness is being aware of the small things around you, of the small blessings. I do this all the time, fall into too many projects. I have all these bubbles in my head. I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. And I start to do one thing, and then it's like bright, shiny object. I see something over here, and I start to work on this without completing this. And then, oh, bright, shiny object, here's something else. And what it does is it takes away from the time that I spend with family and friends, opportunities, and I don't know, I don't know what you want to call them. And awful, I lost the word. But things that I just enjoy doing. All of these projects take away from that. I'm starting the new year off being more mindful with the time that I have for family and friends and hobbies. That was my word, hobbies. So, how many of you guys can relate to being busy being busy? Put busy in the comments if you can relate to that. I look at my grandchildren, I look at my kids, and I think, oh my gosh, where did this year go? What are the things that I've missed because I was in my office being busy, or in the shop being busy, instead of taking the time to connect with loved ones and just picking up the phone and saying, hey, how you doing? Or just taking some downtime. I was supposed to, a couple months ago, I had a class that was scheduled and for myself, a class that I was attending. And I remember saying to my husband, I am just spent. Let's just go and do something else and just chill. And at the, very sporadic, instead of going to the class, we went to the beach. We had no plans. We just went. And we just spent the weekend walking the boardwalk, being on the beach, sleeping, eating, just vegging out. Yeah, I see a lot of people busy. And it was so refreshing. And I remember my husband saying, oh, I'm sorry we couldn't do more. And I'm like, we did exactly what I wanted to do. Nothing. Just spend time together. Just taking a trip and just reconnecting with the ocean, with each other, and just being. So I look forward at the new beginnings of 2026 and the opportunities that are coming. But I also look forward to slowing down a little bit and being more mindful. I'm so excited for the things that are falling away that no longer serve me, that I no longer need to feel responsible for or feel the regret of. I want to walk into 2026 with no regrets. Put no regrets. Put no regrets in the comments if you agree with me. Of being proud of the things that I accomplished in 2025. And also honoring the things that didn't serve me in 2025. Slowing my mind down of overthinking of what I could have done better. Now that's different than reflecting. I love to reflect on what I have learned and honor what I've relearned. And I like to reflect on how to maneuver things in a better way. But I don't want to overthink and regret the things, oh, I should have done this, or why didn't I do this? Make sense? So winter solstice, no regrets. I love it. No regrets. Winter solstice is finding the inner spark within ourselves and coming out of the shadow of the past. So the shadow of the past is what dims our light. The regrets of the past. It's sparking that light within ourselves and closing the chapter of 2025, but honoring the wisdom that we've learned and putting down the heaviness of the things that don't serve our energy. It's the cycle of regrets that needs to close so that new opportunities can begin. Because what do regrets get us? I mean, what can we change about regrets? Now, if there's an amends that you need to make the amends. If it's laying heavy on your heart. But if it is a peaceful disconnection with someone, if you've found peace within it and it feels better within your energy, don't regret it. Sometimes I feel guilty about not feeling guilty. Isn't that silly? But I know that it's better for my energy. It's breaking the old habits of what we were taught. Conquering the fear of the darkness. What's the darkness? Our shadow. What's our shadow? Our past. What's our past? Regrets. Hello. It's the things that we've been carrying along that affect us but don't affect others because they don't know that we're carrying it. So when we conquer that getting out of the shadow, all of a sudden a light within us sparks. And what does that light do? It lights the path of others. So I want to commit to lighting the path for others because I'm finding this inner spark within myself. And also following the light of others who have been there before me and have conquered things. Things that I admire and honor. Other healers that are out there in the world that I want to learn from. But I don't want to keep that learning within myself. I want to share that with others. Mindfulness. Here's that buzzword again. Taking a moment to be, not to do. Put to be in the comments. I want to just be sometimes. Looking at habits and cycles that we continue to take and looking at why they turned out good or why they turned out bad. Einstein said that insanity was doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And my insanity is continually taking on new projects. That's my insanity. Richard Branson owns Virgin Airlines, and I read his autobiography, and I was very surprised when they asked him how many projects a year do you take on, and he says 1. Because then he can give 100% into that one project, and when that project is finished, then he starts another. I wish I could be that, what's the word? I can't think of the word. That committed, that disciplined to only do one project. But I am going to be more disciplined to complete projects before starting another. So, what do you need to change? What do you need to honor? The wisdom that you've learned. No regrets. I'm seeing it. Awesome. No regrets. So it's honoring the wisdom that you've learned along the way. So let's say you had a bad experience with something. Well, what do you learn? I'm not doing that again, right? Not doing that again. Or I need to change the way that I did it to figure out how to have a better outcome. It's deciding what you want to keep. It's focus. Absolutely, Sherry. It's focus. Better late than never. Hey, Karen. Yes, come on in. We're talking about winter solstice, and we're talking about ending this 9-year cycle, honoring the wisdom that we learned in 2025, and knowing what we want to take into 2026 and what we want to leave in 2025. So are you excited for 2026 and what it has in store for you? I am. New beginnings, final chapters, new growth, healing, laying down the burdens that I don't need to carry anymore, that aren't mine to carry. I've carried them long enough. Have you carried them long enough? Put that weight down. Put it down. Seeking inner peace, inner light, learning to be more aware of the things that I've taken for granted, that you've taken for granted. You know, I lost a lot of close friends this year. And when I reflect back on the things that I learned from them, they were a big impact on who I am today. And sometimes you don't realize that until they transition from this world into another world. And part of me thought, how sad is that I didn't realize that? But then another part of me thought, I need to continue to honor what they taught me so that their life within me lives on. Make sense? So, 2026 is going to be a great year. Claim it. Put in the comments, I claim a good year, 2026. Visualize it. See yourself running through that finish line. Bring it into existence. Where your mind goes, your energy flows. So if you are excited about 2026, exciting things are going to come in. If you're like, ugh, another year, then guess what's coming in for you? Ugh. So I'd like to start by connecting with you through a meditation, if you will, please. Just join me in being mindful. Oh, sorry, somebody. I'm being mindful that there must be someone at my door because my dogs are barking. So we're just going to take a moment and connect with ourselves. Great, Julie, you claim it. Claim it into existence. So I'm going to close my eyes, and I invite you to close your eyes as well. And I want you just to take a very deep and cleansing breath. And I want you to connect with that breath, being mindful of how that breath feels. The cool air coming in through your nostrils and filling your body. Maybe you start to feel some tingles throughout your body. And as you're breathing in, scan your body. Is there tension somewhere in your body? And if there is, take a deep breath and blow light into that area and release it. Say, I release it. And be aware of the room that you are in and your feet that are firmly on the floor and how your feet feel. Are they tingling? Are they cold? Are you sitting crisscross applesauce? Be aware of this. Intentionally pay attention to where your mind goes, how your body feels. I want you to draw attention to where your emotions are right now. Is there any heaviness in your mind, your body, and your spirit? If there is, with the next deep breath, release it. Honor it. Give yourself permission to feel lighter, to feel good, to feel thankful. Honor the new opportunities that are coming in and invite them in. Breathe in and exhale. And say, I am thankful for the wisdom that I learned along the way. And celebrate 2025 and all that it brought and all that it is leaving. Reflecting on the words that you've learned, the advice that you've given. Bring into existence words like mindfulness and healing, grace and forgiveness. Encompass all that love is. Inviting it in, sitting in it, and sharing it. Be thankful for closure and release regret and breathe. Being mindful and committed to lead with your heart, not just for others, but say for myself, I will lead with my heart in the most loving way. And breathe. Feel it? Beautiful. Feel it. Being mindful to share a smile. Smile. Feel it. Feel how light that feels. Feel how good that feels. Allowing yourself to offer grace and a listening ear. But be committed to not taking on the energy of what you have heard and to send healing to yourself and to others. Breathe. Acknowledging that it's okay to not have all the answers all of the time. To acknowledge that it's okay to not always know the path that you are on, but being thankful for what is coming and the knowledge that you will gain. And breathe and smile and release. Put your hand on your heart. Thank you. Thank yourself for being here in this moment in time and honoring yourself. And breathe and release. No regrets. New opportunities. Invite in the light. Call in the connections to the light. Invite in the people in your path who can help you along the way. And also invite the people that you can help. Acknowledge them and hold them in the light and in the love of your heart. And hold on to that. And smile. Invite in the wisdom. I invite it. You are in grace. Reflect. Pause. Release. Embrace. Say thank you. I thank you. Mindfulness. I ask you to notice the chair that you are sitting in and the room that's around you. And breathe in. Is there a scent and a feeling that you feel right now? A tingle, a release, an embrace. Feel it. Be thankful and call in your inner spark, your inner light to light the way for others. Visualize the light of others, that you can follow them and learn from them. See it. Tap your chest. Hold on to it. And when you are ready, I want you to open your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath and acknowledge the gratitude that life has given you all through 2025 and the upcoming events of 2026 that will bring wisdom and grace and growth and healing and love to you and to the ones that are around you. Do you take this? Do you feel it? Put I feel it. I embrace it in the comments. I am so thankful for these Tuesdays at 10:30 that I get to sit and speak with you and talk to you and read your comments and feel your energy, because without you, I would not be. I'm thankful that you have crossed my path every Tuesday or any other day, that we cross each other's paths and we learn from each other and we offer grace and wisdom. So thank you for being here today and always. If you feel drawn to share this live with others, please do. Invite others to the group. There's such power. When two or more are gathered, God is there. Blessings for this holiday season, this holiday week. Blessings for the end of 2025 and closing the chapter and realizing the things that you don't need to bring into 2026. And inviting in new opportunities and happiness and grace and wisdom for 2026, and all the love that you can offer to others and all the grace that you can offer to others and the forgiveness and the growth. I'm looking forward to what 2026 has to offer. And I'm also looking forward to myself being mindful of what I'm going to bring with me and what I'm leaving behind. And being thankful for the experience, but saying I don't want to experience it again. Because for me and for you and for all the world, I pray that you all live the life you love and love the life you live. And being mindful of what brings love into your life so that you can share it with others is key. So, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I think I'll see you before New Year's Eve or New Year's. But here's to a happy holiday, gathering with friends, being safe on the roads, but being mindful and really being present and connecting with the people that you're around. I will see you next week. I love you. Have a great day, and magical things are going to happen. Bye-bye.